Hello everybody, this is Robbie, and I'm coming to you today with a review of an Moor product from the Sharpeners series. This is their reading for grade 5, Connecting School and Home. And if you've been watching my Sharpeners or my Moor videos, you know I've been doing mostly 3rd and 4th grade books, but I do have an advanced reader. So in looking at the different levels, I picked the grade 5 based on the content. And this was specifically for my youngest son. And I just thought that the content for grade 5 would be interesting to him. So I didn't pick it because necessarily because I felt like he needed, 5th grade material. But because he's a good reader, I didn't feel like that this would be difficult for him to read. So that's the cool thing about these books is if you go through and you know that your child could benefit from, any number of the different grade levels, then just pick the one that matches up with your child's interests, what you think will appeal to them. And that's what I think is cool about homeschooling. You're not stuck to whatever they're offering at school. You can pick and choose based on what you think is appealing to you and what you think your student will benefit from, regardless of the grade level. So I'll kind of go into why I think that this was something that he would have enjoyed more so than the others. But I didn't pick it because I felt like the other grades were too elementary or too easy, I guess is what I'm trying to say, in a very long-winded way. So up front, I keep forgetting to say this until the end in most cases, but Moor did send me this book in exchange for my review, honest review, and I do have a link below to the Sharpeners books that I am reviewing, and it is an affiliate link, so I do get a small commission for those who purchase from those links. It does not affect the price you pay, but it is just a small commission for the fact that I'm reviewing these products for them. And so I do appreciate your support, but it certainly doesn't mean you have to use them, obviously. But anyway, let's get on with this. So, and I have a playlist too of all the Moor products that I'm reviewing. So not all of them are ones they've sent to me. Anything that I have that's Moor that we have in our homeschool, I'm reviewing for you. So, okay, so there's that. So let's open this up and take a look. This is going to cover comprehension, vocabulary, phonics, instructional analysis, fluency, grammar, spelling, reference skills, and writing. And obviously these topics are not going to be covered in depth, all of them, because there's no way we could do that in one book. But this is a fantastic book for either supplementing your homeschool language arts curriculum, for doing over the summer when you want to keep their skills sharp, the Sharpeners, right? For the next school year, or if you want to break this up into units and create unit studies around these, this would be a fantastic book for that. All the pages are perforated. It's all in color, and it's organized by unit already. So you can create thematic units with these, you can create literary units with these, you can create subject units with these. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with this book. So let me go through all the different units that are in it and kind of talk about how you might be able to schedule it, and then we'll go into the actual content. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units. Each unit has a story that they read, and then they have 6 pages of 6 activity pages to go with the story. So if you wanted to do this over the summer, it would be 12 weeks worth of material. You could do the story one day and 2 pages a day, and then still have 1 day left over for, whatever. Or you can just spread this out over the course of a year if you wanted to, and just break up the story into days and then just do 1 page a day or whatever. There's lots of different ways you can do this, but that's kind of how it's organized. And the nice thing about the contents on this particular book is that it tells you what concepts are going to be covered with this story. And the reason I decided that I wanted to use this is because my son loves fairy tales and fables, and he loves nonfiction, especially if it has to do with science. So it's got silkworms, it's got tornadoes, it's got Otzi the Iceman, it's got the Tiger and the Jackals, and then it's got some fairy tales, Beauty and the Beast, it's got the Midas Touch, it's got, again, Living with Lions, that's more nonfiction, it's got Bragwin the Pirate. So I just knew it was right up his alley. And this, for me, is going to be independent work, because we're really have a lot of language arts, but I bought this so that I could have some stuff that he could do independently, and these are perfect for that. So if you want something that you can pull out when you need them to be doing independent work, or you're going to be, in the car for the majority of the day and you want them to have something to do while they're in the car that's school related, these all of these skill sharpener books are just perfect for that. So also, if you want to see other levels, go on to their website, because they have the whole book. It's all watermarked, so you can't print it or anything, and it's in a whatever. But they have the books available for you to scroll through to take a look at, and or generous samples that you can look at if you're wanting a different level. So, all right. So the first one is Beauty and the Beast. So we have a story to read, and they highlight or bold the vocabulary words, and I really love when vocabulary words are learned through stories in context, because I think they remember them that way better. So now we've got some activity pages once they finish the story, and if you want to see the different concepts that are covered for these activity pages, again, you can refer back to the table of contents, because that's where it's going to be. So now we have tracking tornadoes, some activity pages, factor opinion. Now we've got the story, The Midas Touch. Some vocabulary, talking about suffixes, similes. So it touches on quite a few language arts concepts here, which again is a great way to refresh or just reinforce the Tiger and the Jackals. And for a workbook, I mean, look at how beautiful this is. It's colorful, lots of pictures, engaging activities. Oh, I got one on silkworms. So if you have kind of a science kid, they would really enjoy this. Fill in the blank for vocab. Oh, here we're talking about one of the literary concepts, first, beginning, middle, and last kind of thing. First, then, after that, finally. Sequential recapping of the story. Forgot to see the title of this one. Living with Lions. And again, I like how there's the activities are kind of similar, but they do switch it up. Bragwin the Pirate, old Bragwin the Pirate. And they have a good mix of, they're just gender neutral stories, so they would work for boys or girls. Kangaroo Almanac. I like these questions. These are not just what did you, recalling what they read. They're actual open-ended questions where they have to do more critical thinking, and I really appreciate that. some spelling review. How Shalbus Egbert bested the bear. It's hard to read and say. How Shalbus Egbert bested the bear. Cute. Some vocab. I like how they talk about reading with expression. I've got one that loves graphic novels and comics, so I love to hear him read those aloud because he does that. But when reading a story, I don't know that he does as much. I have to remind him to do that. So I'm glad it's covering that here. So that when something's in quotes, it's as if it were in a speech bubble, right? Some vocab. Some category. Practice. Where does it belong? Shiver and quake. All right. New story. And see, these are all color-coded too. And then a tracking form. So they can color in the pages that they've completed. It's referring to the activity pages. You can actually assign from this too. You could have them only do the pages that you want them to do and maybe circle those, and then they can color them in when they've completed them or check them off or however. But this would be a nice little planning sheet as well as a tracking form. And then the answers to all of the sheets are in the back as usual, and again they're perforated so you can tear these out and either allow them to grade their own work when they've completed it, or you can of course grade their own. But if you have a resourceful student, you might want to pull these out, or they may, decide that having access to these pages is quite helpful in answering the questions in the book. All right, so that's this. And like I said, I'm excited about this. We're going to be using it for sure. And if you have any questions, leave them below. But otherwise, go check out the playlist. It has all of the Evan Moor products that I reviewed. I do have one more Evan Moor product to review. It's the geography one. Yes, the geography one. And of course, any Evan Moor products that we have, we review, whether we bought them ourselves or had them sent to us. So thank you so much for coming to my channel today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.